Okay, we are back. Back. All the way back. All the way back to a Tuesday. We got some people in here though. Back on Tuesday. What's up, Travis? What's up, everybody? Throw some waves out here. What's going on? There's our guest. I see our guest pop in here. Let me get everybody else on here. Bear with me. Hey, what's up? What's good?
What's going on? Happy Tuesday, man.
Exactly. Same to you. Turn my volume up so I can hear everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. We got Mela in here. We got Nick. What's up, Nick? And the Mariners Bobbles. I'm trying to get him to come on the show. Check your DMs, man. I want to get some Mariners knowledge, man.
Got a lot of people in here. What's going on, Travis?
There's Ernie. What's up, Ernie? For real? What's going on? What's good?
Got Angie. We got Andy. Mike is in here.
Here we go. We just need our other guest. Where's he at? Hi.
Right. Our guest is here. Neal's in here.
Nice.
Yep. Sniper. What's going on?
S.A.M pin collector's vault, dude. You got a hell of a collection too. We got to get you. Got to get you on here as well, man. What, Mark, too busy watching the Warriors game or what? What's up?
He forgot about the show, man.
I don't want to bother him. But I'm gonna send him an invite here.
Ping him.
I know, bro.
Man, there's a bunch of stuff that went on today. That's the crazy stuff. Man, this Tuesday is gonna be interesting because I have a lot of stuff to show you guys.
Bro,
And obviously we have a legend in the S.A.M's collection as well. So
man, dude, I'm so pumped about this, man. It's a mystery a little bit to me. You know what I mean? It's a collection that I love niche. I love niche collections of whatever. I don't even care what it is. You know what I mean? Like what are those little German things they call it? The little, like my grandma collect or whatever. I mean, I don't care what you collect, dude. It's like
yeah.
a little niche of anything kind of crazy to me because people get so into them and stuff. And so that's why I'm way into this.
Anything that I saw my grandma collect, I call them little tchotchkes, little knickknacks. I don't know, man.
Any of that, dude. I'm trying
You
to
know what
think
I
of
mean?
the word. There's the little German things, dude. I forget what they're called. Travis, I think Travis talked to me about them. I forgot what they're called now. Anyways, doesn't matter. Whatever. They're things. I saw a 510 come through here, but what happened, dude?
Oh, yeah, he joined. He's there.
Let's get him on here. Send me an
Nestor
invite.
Dolls says Sniper.
Yeah, no, that's like the Russian nesting. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going
Nah,
on, man?
they look like little cherub type things. They're like little kid. Oh, man.
Are they the ones that they pop up and then there's another one, I don't know, bro.
Those are the nesting dolls, but Mark, you know what I'm talking about? The little. It really doesn't matter. It's stupid because it has nothing to do with anything we're talking about. Like,
Babushkas?
huh?
Babushkas?
Nah. Not. I think they're German, and they're little. They're like my grandma collect them, and they're like little knick-knack collectibles. They're like porcelain type things, and they'd be like cherubs, or it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I like niche collections of things, and like the S.A.M's things are totally like a mystery to me, and everything else. And so I just, for me personally, I'd like to know, like. I have like a billion questions, and so I just want to know, like, I just want to know what's going on. So I know. Look at the Bobble Sniper shirt. Look at that.
Hold on. Let me move the mic.
There we go. Let's get a good view. Yeah. That's what's up right there. All right. So what's going on, dude? You say you got a big old week. Let's see what happens.
Man, this week is right. So I'm in timeout, guys. So
I saw the wife on there last night giving you a little bit of.
man, she gave me a bunch of crap. She said, congratulations on 1K follows and all that stuff. She's like, but you're on timeout on bobbleheads. No more bobbleheads until you reach 3K follows.
That's what I heard, bro. 3K.
I don't know if she's serious about that, so I'm kind of concerned, man, because you know, it's funny. I was talking to one of the homies today, and I found some really great deals on some bobbleheads, and I was gonna get them for myself, and ended up passing the deals on to the homie
Nice.
because he didn't have it in his collection. So I'm like, hey man, I already have one. I always like to have two, but you know what? You can have this one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been what's going on for me this week. But a bunch of stuff, a lot of good old school bobbleheads. You know, a little Russell Martin action right here. I met up with my buddy Frank, Bravo, who's my mentor in the bobblehead game, who actually showed me the way and you know, opened my eyes to a lot more than just SGAs and stuff like that. Same thing with this custom Snoopy
Nope.
Oh,
that
yeah.
yeah. So I
Where'd
kind
that
of
come
wanted to you know what? It's a Angels bobblehead
from? Okay.
turned into a Dodgers Snoopy bobblehead.
Who made that for you? Or you may have it made or what?
You know, I don't know. I didn't ask Frank, but this is one of the pieces that I got from Frank.
Gotcha.
So I don't know where he got it from. I don't know if he
I
did it
get you.
himself or it's something that he picked up from someone that I ended up, you know, getting from him as well.
Yeah, I get
Then I
you.
also met up with a lot of people, which is interesting. I haven't seen a lot of people since like almost last year when you know the Dodgers were going through the playoffs and all that stuff. So I ended up meeting with the homegirl Lorena as well. This piece is badass right here,
That's
man.
tight. That's sick.
Yeah, it's a Kings bobblehead, man. It's their promotional giveaway at the stadium. This
That's
one is badass,
I
man.
like that. When did that come out?
It came out earlier this year. Earlier
Really?
this year, man.
Really?
Yeah, this one's sick, man. This is actually one of my favorite Star Wars pieces, not just because it's the Kings. Obviously, I'm a Kings fan, LA fan, and all that stuff, but just like the attention to detail, and just everything overall in general. I would love to see, you know, any MLB team come out with something similar to this. Just like look at the design, man.
I love it.
It's sick. It's badass. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. That piece for sure. I mean, it's by far one of the best. Um, Foco hooked me up. I know you guys saw that too. I finally completed the set with the Dodger dogs and stuff like that. These are some pretty big pieces, and I think Foco still has several pieces out there on their website. And if you guys are looking to complete the set, this is, I mean, to me personally, look at the size difference
Yeah.
from an SGA to this retail.
Right.
I mean, for the price that's on the website, I think it's a pretty solid price.
Yeah.
Um, now the Christmas one, they did it a little bit smaller, but I mean, it's still pretty dope, man.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I love that,
So
dude.
then, yep. So then, my most recent one that came into this is Bobblemate bobblehead. This one's sick right here.
I love
That's cool.
Bobble, dude. I have like a weird like obsession with bobble mates, bro. I love those things, dude.
I love them.
Yeah. I love big heads. I love bobble mates, bro. Just the two. I
Yeah,
love series.
I love that ticket base too.
Yeah.
and you know what? This is the first time I see this, guys. I don't know if you guys ever saw this before.
Oh, yeah,
Foco put
I
like
saw
an
your live,
instruction.
dude.
Yeah,
I
it's
love that
an
thing.
instruction manual.
I got
I've
one.
never seen that before.
I got one, bro. I got one on those All Stars I opened up.
I mean, I've never seen that. That's pretty badass. I think Foco should definitely bring something back just like this. Just to kind of, I don't know, man.
Hey, why don't you make a YouTube video on how to screw in your bobbleheads, dude?
Man, I will fail
I got one
miserably.
too, dude.
I will fail
never seen this before.
miserably.
And this is for
Yeah,
a
they
single.
do. Grubbs is right. They do come with the 3-footers.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Instructions?
Yeah, well, see me and well, it's been a
What did
while
they say?
since
You
I've
put
been
the
to
bat
3-footer.
on the thing?
I don't remember. I just threw it away because I was like,
You know what'd be
Bro,
cool?
literally-
You know how like how IKEA and Amazon they have like the instructions or whatever,
Yeah.
and then like they show you a video on how to put the stuff together.
if you don't know how to put a screw in a hole, you got bigger problems.
This is true, but I just think it's
That's
a
what she
pretty.
said.
I just think it's a nice touch, man. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like it, man.
Hey,
It's pretty cool.
like I said, dude, I got one right here, dude. I'm part of the club, bro.
Hey, let's go.
Yo,
And
what's
then
happening in the chat right now? Like, what are all these things people are
I
buying?
don't know. I unlocked badges, so I'm not exactly sure what the badges do. Dude, my freaking back, my ear is freaking bleeding from behind. Dangerous ass show, dude. Like I'm bleeding, bro.
What the?
Oh,
I'm gonna, if I pass out, dude, just let me know, or just go on without me.
Hey,
right.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had an interview. I got interviewed tonight by this dude from NPR doing a piece on the A's.
Oh, that's right.
So
Nice.
he was over at the house, and I told him I had to be done at 6:55, and he was doing word association with me at the end.
Oh
So,
wow.
anyways, that's
So
why I'm late. My
so how to
apologies.
go? Grant, did you bust balls or what?
Yeah, one of the word associations was Dave Cavill, and I said piece of shit. I'm not sure if that'll make it on the air or not, but hey, that's what word association is, right?
Wow.
Yeah, but no, it was. I mean, did I break balls? No. I mean, I told it. In my opinion, told him how it was, and I told him that I appreciated like a national journalist actually like coming out here and like trying to figure out what was going on from the A side of things and from the fan side of things, as opposed to just laying on their couch with their phone and tweeting about,
Yep.
what they think is going on.
Why are you talking shit on me, dude? That's what I do. I lay on my couch. I just tweet about what I think's going on, bro.
Yeah, but you're not a national journalist either.
I like to think I'm bigger than I am, bro.
Dude. So, anyways, that's my apologies for being late, but that's what it was for. And
Hey, give him hell, dude. That's all I care about is give him hell.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
we'll
that's
see.
badass, man.
I don't know if I'll make it into his show or not, but he said he thinks so. So I'll drop the link if it happens.
Well, dude, there's a lot of talk on the Altamont stuff. They got a little bit of a bashing here this week.
Dude, come on, dude. Come on, give Altamont a break.
I'm not gonna give him a break, but I'm done being mad at him.
Which, I mean, I get it. You don't want to give him a break. I think that what they did was stupid too. But at the same time, our own freaking team president drops shade on us all the time, and we still go out to games. So, like, was it funny? No, but whatever.
I bleed for my team, bro. I bleed for my team. What's up,
That's
Shaq?
right.
I thought you'd bleed green and gold, though, dude. I'm a little disappointed.
I guess I'm a Niner fan. My bad.
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't know about that.
Sniper says go to the freezer and put a. What's that?
Did I miss Rob's mail days or?
No. We just started. We just started.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? I want to say what's up to West Coast Designs. That's that belt I bought.
Oh yeah.
That's my belt, man. That thing's sick, bro. That thing's coming. I'm coming full Ric Flair next Friday, not this Friday. Friday,
Nice.
I'm full Ric Flair. I'll do a live and a little bit of video from there as well. So it'll be sick, bro.
Nature Boy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Whoa, yeah, bro.
Oh wow.
Hey,
Sniper first. Look at that.
Sniper said go into the freezer and grab a weenie, bro, and put it behind your ear.
Bro, so there's that one little video of people sticking weenies in everybody's pockets. I'm gonna bring a pack of hot dogs to the game and start slipping weenies in people's pockets.
Hey, maybe that's how the back of your head got cut open.
Right?
The hot dog went all the way through.
Dude, I can't even.
Oh no!
What the hell? That's a gash, dude.
I know, dude.
It's done.
It's probably a pimple, man. It's a pimple, bro.
Not as
You
bad
got a
as
haircut.
Maybe, dude. I'm going through puberty.
It's a razor bump, bro. You got a haircut today.
It's a pimple. I get buying all these naughty bobbleheads, and it's like a horny.
Oh, speaking of naughty bobbleheads, Grubs sent me this Betty Page.
Ooh,
nice.
hotness. Damn.
Nice.
I have one set that Toasty, not 704, formerly known as 704, showed me online. I should not have ever bought it. I'm like embarrassed to even show the thing. So I'll have to wait and see if I'm gonna.
Well, now you gotta show it.
It's terrible, bro. It's like bad. Anyway, what's your other mail days?
I'm gonna just show a couple more and then I'm done. So these are not mail days. I finally made up with, like I said, with Lorena. She got me my bobble that she actually picked it up for me at my Maury Wills SGA over at the Dodgers. So she picked that up for me. I couldn't go to the game, and then I was actually at the game, and I ran into a lot of people out there. So I got my Gibby, and I'm happy with this one, man.
Nice.
That's clean.
I hate that.
I love this guy. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, thanks, dude.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, guys.
It is a good looking bobblehead though.
That's
I will say
offensive
that.
right there.
I will
What's
say
that?
that.
That's offensive. I don't want to look at that. I don't like it.
But that's it for me. That's it for me, guys.
Well,
What'd you get? What'd you get, Rob?
well, number one, I got this from our man from Travis Grubb, right here.
I actually got
Nice.
that too. Where'd it go?
Look at that clean piece right there. Sick, bro.
Very
Look at that. So that's one of Travis Grubb's pieces right there. Yeah, and Mello, yeah, I don't even like want to show. Like I'm very hesitant on showing that ball is. It's like the stuff you buy like when you're on vacation at a terrible, I don't know, vacation spot thing. I showed these off. I don't know. Oh, there you go. There we go. It's sick, bro. Oh, nice. These guys, do you guys know? Does anybody know, or can somebody give me any kind of details on these All-Star pieces when they come through? This is A-Rod and Roger Clemens. Clemens has a little broken thing, but I'll fix that. But I don't know much about these. From 2004, I picked them up kind of cheap because I was kind of into the All-Star thing.
Where was
Are
the
they
game? In
Foco or what
Houston?
are they?
They're FOCO. They're the ones that came with instructions.
Where was the game? Tech in Arlington?
In Houston.
Houston.
Yeah. 2004, Houston. They're really cool bases. Like, look at those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're badass, bro.
I've never seen them.
They're not very expensive, but I just was kind of I don't know, like, how many are there and stuff like that. And I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to hang on to them. I just really like them. They're kind of cheap relatively. So I picked those up. One of my big things I got, which I haven't shown off yet, is the ball, the All-Star. That goes with my
That's badass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, mainly because the A is on the way back, real tiny back there.
Does she have a? Oh, it's a girl version of Snoopy. I'm not
I forgot her name was called. It's something
Wait,
else.
what's her name? I never was a fan of a. Well, I'm not gonna say a fan. I just I could never really watch Snoopy and the Peanuts.
I
The
want to say
Peanut
Belle.
Gang.
Her name is Belle. Anyways, that's that piece. Then I got one of the cowboy boots.
Nice.
Like, this is inappropriate. Like, this is the piece, and it's really bad. So, like, that's the head, and then, like, there's other parts to it. It's really bad. Now, that's Toasty giving me those kind of things. So, anyway.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyways, that's I'll share that later, I guess. I don't know.
Nice.
Later.
Yeah, Foco was saying that was part of Bobbles on Parade. They made a few players as well as parade pieces.
So how many players though? Did they know? That's kind of my question. Oh, A-Rod, Jeter, and Nolan Ryan, I assume, right? No.
Yeah.
Oh, and no, but I don't know. Okay, so there's only two more, then, right, Sniper? So I see the two. I see four. See, Toasty wants me to show it.
Oh my God, it's that inappropriate.
I mean, you shouldn't have brought it up.
I know, but it's bad. So, anyways, Mark, what was your mail days?
Well, not exactly mail days because I already had these, or I had two of these, but my Vita Blue SGA.
Oh yeah.
That's sick.
Thank you, Rob, for
Okay.
I wasn't able to go to the signing, but I got that one signed, and then I posted this one the other day already. This one came out really good. The Birmingham Baron.
That signature looks fake. It's so good.
Is that white or just silver?
It's silver paint.
Oh, it looks so clean.
It looks fake, dude. I mean, I watched him sign it. But I swear to God,
it's really good.
Yeah.
So I got those two inked up, and then I had to ask my son's permission to show this because he's not here tonight, but we added the all gold Curry.
That's sick.
To the collection.
So nice. That came out so good.
So it's the dual MVPs.
Ooh.
In person, it looks so good.
Yeah, it's funny. I was telling Rob, I was a little skeptical because the pictures in the box and stuff, it doesn't look that cool, but in person, it's like, damn, this thing is really cool.
Yeah,
so
that is sick.
That. And then I didn't get permission from him to show the other one because, well, probably because he hasn't been here to open it yet. But Toasty, my boy Toasty, we've been talking about him a little bit tonight. He gave my son a Sharks dual bobblehead
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Looks like it's a Ninja Turtle type thing, but I'm gonna wait for him to be here to open it. So we'll show that off next week. So shout
Nice.
out Toasty, thank you so much, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna go nuts when he gets that one.
Yeah, that was hella cool. It was a badass piece. Well, so I don't mean to cut short. We're getting a little bit of time, so I'm gonna ask our guests come on. I want to tell everybody though, you guys, if you guys know where that little question is with the question mark with the circle, type a question in there, and I can actually post your questions up now.
Mm-hmm.
So so please go on that and sorry, I'm trying to invite at the same time here. And post the question, and what I'll do is I'll post it up. So even during the live and stuff like that, it'll be in my list, and I can pop them on there and stuff like that. So hey, what's up, Neal?
Hey, what's up, Neal?
Oh, we hear echo.
I know. Hey, you there? You see us,
I don't
Neal?
think he hears us yet.
Hey, what's up? No, nothing yet.
What's up,
Hello,
Neal?
hello.
Are you there, Neal?
Oh, I'm here now. Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
What's
No,
up,
you're
fellas?
good, but you're good. What's good, man?
Man, just another day in paradise here. You guys are fortunate to get a little early. You know, it's getting late out here. I'm
I
old.
know. I know. I appreciate you joining us, man. I know it's crazy. And I apologize. We try to balance it between everything going on and everybody. So I greatly appreciate it. You're out, what are you, Michigan area or something like that?
Yeah, I'm in Michigan, a little north of Detroit. No worries, man. No worries. It's all good.
Oh, I
know,
appreciate that, dude.
we chatted about it, so I love to come on and share some knowledge. For sure.
Bro. So the reason I found out you had so I had been searching. I think you had picked up one of the. I saw your name on one of the things, and you picked up, I think, the generic A's Bobble boy, and that was like one of the last pieces I've been looking for.
Yeah.
And I'd gone to every time I forget his damn name, Paul, and then I said, hey, where's it? I saw his post and stuff like that, and then I stumbled across your thing on Instagram. Damn, man, dude, I said, this is it, man. So I've never seen a collection of those before. Like, do you know of anybody else who got anything like what you got?
There's a couple guys in the forum, one of the Facebook pages I was in, and I know one of the guys liquidated his collection a while ago. But I think there's one guy still in there. I haven't been in there in a number of years. I mean, I stumble in there from time to time just to answer any questions, or if I'm always looking for for something rare, prototypes, misprints. I mean, I have the full collection at this point, so it's
yeah.
And that was really my whole goal, getting into the whole thing. So now, I mean, I still thumb through eBay, if I can find an autograph. I mean, there's still some rares out there, and some prototypes, and sometimes guys don't know what they have. Right now, I've been kind of focused. I haven't bought one in a while, but finishing the sculptures. So they did 6 statues as well.
I never even knew about those until I never knew about those.
So there's a couple. Sorry, the office is a mess, but like the
You're
Montana, there's 6 total. And they either come, and there's kind of like what they did with the gold bases. It's numbered 0 to 100 for autographs, and then there's a bunch of extra that are not autographed. Okay. So the Montana I stumbled on. That was football guy, right? And I'm not not necessarily a 49ers fan, but I mean, it's Joe Montana, right? So, and I recognize the value in it, and I got a smoking deal. It came in a box the size of a coffin. I was freaking out that the thing was going to get destroyed in shipping, because I've had a few prototypes actually get busted up, and it's a shame when it's a one-off and it's got no value. It's tough.
Yeah.
What are those made of porcelain too?
They are.
Wow.
They're heavy bastards, man. I mean, the boxes they put these things in, I mean, they did a really good job with packaging all of them. I mean, as long as the neck is, on the bobbleheads, as long as the neck is wrapped good, if you're using the official packaging, it's great. If you try to ship that thing without the box it comes into, good luck. I mean, it's about 50-50.
Is that official?
That's it. That's official.
That's it. Okay.
That's
okay.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta wrap it. You gotta kind of tuck it in the neck a little bit, and then wrap it really firm. And then the key is to keep the head compressed, because ultimately what usually breaks is around the neck or the back of the head. The body's I don't know that I've ever seen a body break. I've had a few broken, but I don't know that I've ever seen a body broken. It's usually the head. And man, I had a gold base Griffey. I've only seen like 4 ever.
Wow.
And I got a smoking deal. It was a guy out in California. And man, when the thing showed up, I knew it was gone. I mean, it had like, a sock, a dryer sheet, 3 packing peanuts, like, and the guy wanted to argue with me about it. He's like, "Oh, you're trying to scam me. It's a bait and switch." And I'm like, "Dude, look at this thing. Like, dude, did your kid pack it? I mean, like, so it was rough, man. I mean, like seeing something like that, knowing that like, I'll probably never see one again.
Yeah.
That's tough for sure.
So,
That's very unfortunate. You know what's crazy is like I always post my lives when I do my live unboxings.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, I do it for 2 reasons. One, because like I've been asked multiple times to do the live unboxings to see what I'm getting in or whatnot, and people are very interested, which is amazing. And secondly, is to kind of just document and record these things live, so that people can't say that I'm trying to scam them.
Yeah.
That's like the worst part. It's the worst feeling when the seller's like, "No, it's your fault." I was like, "Wait a minute, hold on, how can it be my fault?"
No, it happens. I had that with I got a statue. One of the last statues I ordered. It was a Cal Ripton autograph. I mean, like, again, there's not, the mystique about the S.A.M stuff, the statues, the baubles, is that you really never know how many they made, right? I mean, the certificates will
Wow.
say, 0 to 5,000, 0 to 500.
Yeah.
I mean, every there's rarities. There's so many different ones, and so with the you don't really know how many were made. I mean, like, there's some interesting ones, like for instance the Gretzky one. Gretzky, if you ever had a Gretzky S.A.M, they came in an unlabeled box because S.A.M's never had the licensing for his namesake, right? So so they didn't make very many, and you don't really know how many they made.
Wow.
The Frank
what
Thomas
jersey?
pinstripe.
What jersey was he in?
It's the white jersey. It's sitting here. I got an extra one. Hold on. You see it there? It's the
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I can do that. Make it. No, that's not. I'm going the wrong way. I'm retarded. Sorry.
No, you're
But
good.
it's
You're good.
yeah. So like the Frank Thomas. There's 2 Frank Thomases. The one with the pinstripes.
Yeah.
He had a shoe contract with Nike, and at some point in the design of the bobblehead, he changed shoe contracts, so they had to kill it. So
Wow.
the rumor is there's only like 30 or 40 out there. You don't really know, and I think that's kind of that adds to the mystique and the the collection, the value, and it's just, I mean, that's kind of how I got sucked into it. It's I wasn't, I had season tickets. I'm a Red Wings fan, right? Living in Detroit, so I started collecting Red Wings, particularly Steve Yzerman stuff, because he was growing up, he was always kind of the guy you rooted for. And then I started getting into that. And then I had season tickets to the Pistons for a couple of years. And they do the free giveaways, and that's kind of how it sucked me in. And I stumbled on these S.A.Ms. There was a guy out you guys' neck of the woods, out in California, that was selling these things really cheap. And at the time, I didn't know anything about them. Most of them were commons, ones that are worth 30, 40, 50 bucks, I guess then. I mean, these things date back into the early 90s, right? So, so I started buying them, and kind of had a, average job at the time. If I found one that was a decent price, I grabbed one. It just slowly started to build, right? I had this little army of men in my office here, and then I stopped for a long time. I'm like, I'm never gonna. I had about a third, maybe 2/3 of the collection. So there's 260. I have written down here 265 total.
Wow.
I had about 2/3, and then I stopped. Life. I got distracted. Things were going on, whatever. And then I got back into the groove probably 4 or 5 years ago. But man, it took me years. I got down to like the last 2, and oddly enough, the last 2 were the teams. And I had all the hard to get ones. But certain ones like the Aparicio was one of those. It's one of those ones that you don't really know how many they made. The rumor is less than 100. It took me 15 years to find one, right? And then, of course, as soon as I find one, a month later, 3 pop up on eBay, right? So it's just a story that, but it's been that, just, and now I just look for the rare ones, right? The prototypes, the ones that no one's going to have, because there's, you would assume that there's one of every one of those out there. I mean, I don't know if that's the case. I'm sure some have broken, and whatnot, but.
So is there like a database? Like, how do you know you have them all?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you don't. I mean, there's a price list that was out there that I found that dates back probably the early 2000s that had pretty much every one of the ones on there except for the rare ones. And just in talking with guys and in watching this for so long, I mean, you get I've just kind of amassed a list between talking to guys of what we know that's out there. But, to your point, there's times where something pops up that I've never seen. Like, for instance, the gold base ones, which were meant to be autographed. Like, I stumbled on a Mike Schmidt. He was never in any of the lists of being a gold base autograph. There's a Willie Mays one that came up out of nowhere. So there's like occasionally, I see them, and then of course you got to wonder, like, okay, did somebody paint it? Is it authentic? There's a guy out in your neck of the woods in California who I believe, his eBay listings, he lists that, out in the tool shed, it's a family member, I'm selling his estate. I think they had, either was an employee of the company or somebody that had some ownership in it, because I bought 3 or 4 prototypes from him, misprints,
Wow.
Jeter bobblehead with no logo, just a lot of stuff that you've never seen, that I've never seen. And it's like, how does this guy have 20, 30, 40 of these things? I mean, he was either a wicked collector or he had some kind of ties to the company.
Yeah.
So
that's not, so what, so does everyone have a gold base, or how many gold bases are there?
There's, what did I write? Hold on. I wrote it down earlier. So in case you asked me, because I knew you'd probably ask.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
I did.
Now
Yeah.
Are there any A's gold base ones? That's really what my curiosity is.
You know what? Let me look here. Hold on. I got them all pretty much in one.
Oh boy.
I got them all pretty much in one. So there's 3 Ripkins. I can tell you that. I have 2 of the 3. That's the one. That's actually, I am missing that one, but I've only ever seen one.
It's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me if you say there's gold base.
No, I don't see a gold base for the A's. I don't think there is one. There's a lot of Yankees. No, I don't see one. The one that I got recently, where is it? I stumbled on it. It was one of the last ones. Oh, it was the Jim Palmer. So that was another interesting story. You talk about interesting things with S.A.M's. So they never paid him to do the autographs and to use his likeness. So what they wound up doing is they paid him, or they paid, actually at that point in time, they paid his wife. It was the estate. So they paid his wife in bobbleheads. So she got all these rare S.A.Ms, and including a chunk of his autograph gold bases, or autograph and non-autograph. So I stumbled upon an eBay listing, and then in talking to another guy in one of the Facebook groups years back, he had said, "Hey, you should reach out to her. It's Jim Palmer's ex-wife." It wasn't his estate because he's still alive. So it was when they got in the divorce is what it was. It was a settlement. She got paid off, and it was a weird story. But the reality of it is, they never paid him. So there's all these little shady stories. Like the official story is that the factory burned down, right? And that's what ended S.A.M's.
Okay.
Wow.
But if you go back and you start talking to guys, like there's a bobblehead shop in the Detroit area here that I kind of picked through over the years. He's got a lot of prototypes, stuff I've never seen that he won't sell. Like he's got a Grant Hill. They never made a Grant Hill.
Oh yeah.
But so he was a big dealer for them. I mean, he was like there's 2 guys. It was him and a guy in Wisconsin who's a complete boob. He won't sell anything, but and he won't sell anything for a decent price. He's got everything marked up. But they were the 2 biggest S.A.M's guys, because these things came out like in a newsletter every month. You could buy these things at a cheap price. I mean, I don't have I don't have one of the newsletters. One of the guys that I knew, he had one. I don't know if he still has it, but it was interesting to see. But there's all these little shady stories you hear that so maybe it was the fire. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was not paying these guys. Maybe it was not having the licensing. But they also made, the other thing I found out recently is they made ornaments, Christmas ornaments, little jerseys, little bust jerseys that, of different teams. There's all that little stuff out there that, it's kind of wild for sure.
What kind of years were they? Because we're getting a lot of questions like, like what does S.A.M stand for? This kind of stuff like that. And like, do you know, like what years? Because even like a good point right now, like one of the questions is they seem like one of the first retailers of the era, because you're right. It was the 90s, right?
Yeah. 92 was, if I recall, 91 or 92 was, I think, the first year they did it. And it's interesting because they changed sizing So
I
if you
didn't know
look at
that
some of the
either.
so if you look at some of the early ones, let me see if I can. How do I switch the camera around? Oh, there it is.
There's a
Let's
little, so there's like a little, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
There you go.
Don't mind the messy office here. There's
No, you're
dog
good, man.
cages and all sorts
Beautiful.
of crap in here.
Your display is
So,
beautiful, man.
so if we go down here, you'll see that the Babe Ruth, as an example, it's kind of hard to see in comparison to the other, but he's smaller. And he's
Yeah.
You can see a little height
Yep.
difference, yeah.
Yeah, Yogi is, and then in the background, because I don't have enough room in here, but the Roger Maris is smaller.
Yeah,
It is,
and they're much heavier. So those were, well, let me look, because sometimes the years on the bottom of these things, and sometimes they're not, depending on how old they are. So this
And
one is.
some of them have like home base square shapes, and some of them have the square base, right? Like
They do. There's only a few that have the square for the baseball. So Lou Gehrig was one particularly that has a square base. And all your football ones have square bases. Hockey do, but the baseball for the most part are all round. I don't know what the difference for. Obviously, the football ones are bigger, so like they're larger. But the early ones were smaller and heavier. Don't ask me why or what they used that was different. But they're also shorter, so it's weird. But they also operate under different companies. So you had Sam's Inc., and then the statues are under SAMAC, SMAC, and then there's M. Phillips Ltd. That were all of the football ones, and there may be some baseball ones that were scattered in there, but for sure the football ones were marketed as the M. Phillips Ltd.
Huh.
So
it's all the same, all same stuff, basically.
All the same company, and I don't know if it was like, there were partners. I think there were two partners. I actually went as far as one day when I was just searching, I traced the guy back to like LinkedIn, and I sent him a message, never responded. But there was some lawsuits there, I think, at the end, if you dig really, really deep. And I was deep into the archives of Google at one point trying to figure out, like, I'm always looking, maybe I stumble on something that I've never seen. But makes you wonder if they were just changing names because of legal issues, or if they just had these weird divisions. You just don't really know, But they were based in California. It was Menlo Park, if I recall. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the questions is, what was your first Sam, and what's your favorite Sam? That's some people want to know.
Man, I don't remember the first one. Like I said, I stumbled on these.
I know.
There's a dude on eBay selling these things cheap. The first time I bought them, I think I bought like 15 of the things. Like I just like they were cheap.
And you just bought any at the time.
I just bought them all, man. It was just like at the time, I the first one I don't remember what the first one was. I have to go back and look, but
that's all right.
What I appreciated was like the detail, right?
Yeah.
Like they're just like dialed. And then when I started researching, I'm like, man, these things are going to be worth some money, right? They're limited. The company's out of business. It's got I like the story. It had a cool story. If it's true, the factory burned down. It had a cool story. My favorite, man, it's a toss-up. Like the gold-based ones are cool. The prototype ones are cool. I think one of my favorites is, let me see where it's at. It's the Griffey with the backwards hat. I don't know if you've seen it.
I assume
I haven't seen that.
Cartoons Detroit's one of your homies, because he keeps joking with you on here.
Yeah, you should just block that guy, man. He doesn't collect anything except for like pocket lint and old boogers or something, man. He's a strange guy. Honestly, he's kind of creepy.
That's cool. He's a viewer. He still counts the viewership, so we're good to go.
Yeah, no, I don't see it, but I know it's in here somewhere. They're all mixed up at some level. But there's a backwards hat Griffey that's pretty rad. He's in a red jersey. They did 4 Griffies, if I recall.
Everything with Griffey with backwards hat's cool. I mean, honestly, everything is made with Griffey like that.
So my first Sam's that I recently got myself was a Griffey. He's not backwards hat, but this is my first one ever.
Oh, that's right.
That one's cool.
Just got it.
See, now that one's a little smaller and heavier than the other ones. That was one of the first ones. If I remember correctly, that was the early '90s one. Man, I wish I knew where the heck I had it at.
And they're called bobbing head dolls. Always noticed that too.
Yeah, they. Man, I'm looking. I'm gonna find this thing. It's wearing me out, man. I got so many of these damn things. He may be still in a box somewhere. I ran out of room, and so I'm just sorry for the close up.
No, you're good.
I'm just like I do like the Reggie Jackson too, because he's got the gold sunglasses.
Yeah,
it's the best. I love that one.
That one's pretty cool. You guys probably appreciate that, being out in California.
Yes.
Where the hell was the Griffey at, man? It's pissing me off. He's here somewhere. You know, the entertainment ones are sweet too. Like I kind of, you know, they did a row of like or different. They did the Three Stooges. They did the Marx Brothers. Felix the Cat.
Marilyn Monroe, right?
Yeah, man, it paid me to buy those. They're just like, it's not my thing, right? Like,
yeah.
You got to have them to complete the collection.
But
and then the Princess Dies. There's 4 Princess Dies. Also weird, you know.
Yeah, but
I had to get them.
I saw prototypes of Marilyn or something. A couple things came through eBay not too long ago, maybe 6 months ago or something like that. They were like prototypes or something. It caught my eye just because I don't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of those guys get, I mean, like big prices. Like, you know, one of the more expensive ones you see in the mascots is the Chief Wahoo.
Yeah.
Especially now because Cleveland changed the name, right? But
yep.
Andy was just talking about that. He said that one's expensive.
It is, but it's super cool, right? I mean, it's the mascots were probably one of my favorite, all of them. I mean, they just look cool, the bigger heads. I mean, they're detailed.
That tiger was
awesome.
I think anything mascot is pretty amazing. I know the minor league SGAs are pretty dope that I'm quite fond of with, you know, all the Dodger affiliate minor leagues. Now when I recently got into big heads with Rob, and Rob's going after all the mascot big heads as well. So I mean those are sick, man.
I like the mascot, man. I mean, even outside of the SAMs, like I see, you know, a lot of, I mean, some of the stuff that you guys have, and like I see some of the stuff posted in some of the groups that I check in from time to time. I mean, I don't have the bandwidth to collect anything else outside of the SAMs. I mean, it's like I got some Pistons and Red Wings. I kind of dive in. What's that?
You got 3-footers?
I do. I've got a Harbaugh, you know, Jimmy fan, Michigan fan. I don't know if that's good or bad. There's been a few times I thought about taking it out in the driveway and smashing it. I got the Eiserman, so that was like
the Eiserman looks sick.
The Eiserman's rad. And then I get into, as you can see from floating around, mostly Star Wars stuff.
I'm jealous
the
of
UCS
that too,
Lego sets.
That's clean.
Yeah.
You build those yourself?
I do. You know, I got a buddy that collects them and never builds them. It doesn't. It's like, yeah, man. Like for me, I'm a kid, right? I mean, I don't have any kids. I'm like a big kid, so I dig Star Wars. I've got a bunch of. I don't have any room. Like, you know, we need a bigger house because I need like a man cave the size of like some of the stuff you guys have back there. But you know,
not that big.
Like 10 sets I have to build. You know, so we just find room.
Just amplify it.
Yeah. I just don't have the room for any of it.
One of the questions was also, are you missing any of the sculptures? Do you have all 6 of them?
I don't. So I've got the Montana, I've got McGuire, I've got Griffey and Nolan Ryan. So the Ripken.
What else is there?
So there's the Cal Ripken, which of course I bought and was destroyed.
Oh, that yeah.
And there's a Jeter. There's a couple Jeters on eBay.
Always
just
Jeter.
haven't pulled the trigger. Yeah. I only have one autograph though. The Montana autograph is the only one that I have. I saw that there's actually today I was looking because you had me inspired. You know, I don't have any money, but I was just inspired to look through it, and I just I saw that there's a Griffey autograph. And they want like $4.99 for it. It's probably worth that, honestly. The detail is incredible, and it's never been displayed. So, but yeah, I'm missing 2, and I think that's the only. I mean, you know, and of course autographs if they ever pop up.
Well, it's Nick there. He knows where one's at, but I don't know if it's an autograph one. But somebody says
Yeah, for me, honestly, at this point, the autographs don't really matter. I mean, it'd be cool to have, right? But I would just like to be able to. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the only thing this creates is a hell of a fine mess for me if I croak. My wife's got to deal with selling these things off.
No, I know.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you. You know, you're clearly a collector. You know, you're not in this to resell or anything. So
for sure,
what is have you thought about that? Like, what happens?
Man, I just
not if you were to be gone, but
yeah. I don't know, man. I don't have an end game with it, right? Like, there's been times where I'm like, do I just start selling these things? And then I'm like, man, the so many years it took to get them, right? I mean, you know, my buddies pick on me for them. They're like, like a kid with bobbleheads. I'm like, yeah, everybody's got their own thing, right? So it is what it is. I got thick skin. You can't offend me. I do buy some though. Like, occasionally I'll buy some if I see a deal, and I'll stock them. Like, for instance, about 3 or 4 months ago, there was a guy unloading the Mario Lemieux black jersey, which is the rare one.
Okay.
And he was like unloading them. He had a case of them. If I had the money, I would have bought the case. I bought 4 of them. You know, they're worth. I mean, they're worth what someone's going to pay for it, right? I mean, in theory, they said, at the time, anywhere from 100. I've seen them go from 150 to 250. I snag them. I mean, it's interesting. I watched over the COVID period, and people were just unloading stuff cheap, and I think either they didn't have money or people just don't know what they cost.
Yeah.
Now I see the prices are going back up again. So, they're only worth what someone's willing to pay, but I mean, I got the whole collection. I don't know that anybody would ever want to buy the whole collection. I don't even know what I'd value at that point. I could go through and add up what the, assumed value is, but
I couldn't imagine moving an entire collection of S.A.M's bobbleheads.
I just got a storage unit for all the boxes. I mean,
wow.
Not just for those, right? I'm a sales rep, so I sell, car audio and power sports equipment, and the power sports side, I got to carry all this clothing. So I needed space for the clothing because my garage was getting smaller from the inside out. But I also moved all the boxes because, man, I don't have. There are a few that came I didn't have boxes for. I mean, you find them, you take them if they're in good shape. But those boxes take up a lot of space. You can't break them down because of the foam that's in them, right? You're screwed.
Yep. Yeah, the foam's different on them for sure than anything else. Like I've never seen something like this where, just
the little door.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They're all different. If you have a football one, it's a clamshell. There's two separate pieces.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not all the same. The baseball ones and most of the smaller versions are like the one that you just showed. But the football ones are because the football guys are bigger. They're like two giant pieces of clamshell. They did I tell you what, they did a hell of a job.
Yeah. With
designing the packaging to protect them. I mean, if they're packaged and the neck's wrapped, I mean, they're bulletproof.
And did everything come with the shirt, kind of like
Not
these?
all of them. No, I mean,
wow.
They're supposed to. I've gotten some that you don't know if they've been lost or not, but I've gotten some that have no numbers. It's just there's not even number 44 out of 5,000. Yeah, the bottle especially a lot of times don't have any numbers. The certificates
this one doesn't have a number.
Yeah, the certificates won't. So that adds to the mystery, right? Did they really make 5,000 of that one if that's what they said they made, or did they make 300? You just don't know.
I've got one numbered and one not numbered.
Yeah, no, it's like that. And the certificates, I've gotten certificates that look like they were Xeroxed, like somebody they ran out of them. So again, it adds to the mystique, which is kind of why I got hooked into it.
Did they make generic for every team, like the generic player bobble?
31 teams at the time. So there's probably a couple teams I don't know how many teams are there now. They're 33?
32.
32.
So maybe no Rockies and no Rockies and no Rays.
Because the Rays was one of the last ones I got.
Weren't those the last two expansion teams?
I thought the Rockies came in with the Marlins, didn't they?
Oh yeah. Who came in with the Rays?
The Nationals would have been the Expos. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's probably no Nationals.
Yeah, there's no Nationals. That's for sure. So there's one.
Is there an Expos though? What year did they stop making them? In 2000 something?
It was either I don't recall, either early 2000 or like 99. I think it was 2001 if I recall.
Okay.
Somewhere between 99 and 2001 if I'm not mistaken. There's 31 teams and I know there's an Expos. There's definitely no Nationals.
Everything about them so unusual and like
very mysterious.
Even me just buying like the A's ones or whatever. It's always so weird. It's weird. It just has a different vibe to everything about it.
They're different. And what's funny is that some of the the commons, right, that you would consider to be the teams, right, the football teams, because they did football teams. There's 33 football teams and then the 31 baseball teams. But some seem to be rarer than others. That or people are just sitting on them, and it's a lot of it's your Packers. On the baseball team, like the California teams seem to be popular. Like there's certain, it took me forever to get certain ones, and I don't know if it's because they didn't make any, if they just got, who the hell knows where they're at, or if people are hoarding them because they're super fans. You don't know. That's the whole thing.
Well, I know they made a bunch of Maguires because I can buy a Maguire for $2 and it costs me $15 to ship a stupid thing.
So like Maguire's, let's see, what are the really, really cheap ones? For sure, Maguire. Man, there's some really. I'm just looking around, like JD Drew, like some of the guys. I don't want to call them scrubs, right? But like guys that are not as popular.
Right.
Yeah, they're like
But
10.
Sammy Sosa. I think they said they made 5,000 of each. I bet it feels like there's 50,000 of those things. They're so yeah.
It's like they're still making them. You know what I mean?
100%, right? Yeah.
Everybody's got one everywhere.
The Dennis Rodmans are everywhere. It's like, dude, like how many of these things did they make? And they're the goofiest things, and they're
somebody
huge.
had those in a case at a house I went to, and they had all these bobbleheads, and they had those in the case. And like that's the cheapest damn bobblehead you got in here.
They're huge. They made a Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. I think they weigh like 15 pounds each. I don't know what they're like made out of cement. I mean, they're seriously so heavy. I mean, and that's it. Like to your point, I'm just kind of looking around to see if there's any other random things that they did. Yeah, like NASCAR. They made 2 NASCARs. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody that repairs them or can repaint them or anything?
I don't, man. I don't. I mean, I've most of the ones I have are in. The issue that you would find in these a lot of times is when they arrive, if the bag that's supposed to be covering the bobblehead wasn't fully covering it, the styrofoam would stick to it.
Yeah.
A lot of times you couldn't get it off. What I found was what was I using? It was something that I was using that was making that it wasn't pulling the paint off. I'll have to look through and find what it was.
Well, their paint is their style of painting. I don't know if
it's different.
If it's been kilned, if it's been fired and kilned or what. I don't get it, and I can't. I was going to try to custom the McGuire's to in Oakland, and it's so hard to even get close.
But even on the face paint and all that stuff, and like on the body, is different from everything else.
Right.
So
that's why I think they've been fired, like killing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. They put a lot of time into them. I mean, the other thing you find is that the decals sometimes will peel off, right? Like especially if they're really old, like or the head pops off. You got to be careful. Like the heads pop off a lot of times, man. You'll see and it's just it's a giant spring, right? With a little. So if the head pops off, it's it's the neck, and then it's a giant spring, and then there's a little cardboard disc that has the glue on it. That's pretty common, especially with the old ones, and even with mine. Like before I got these shelves, they were open air, so like man, they would get dusty. And about once a year, because I'm lazy, and it takes forever, I would go through and wipe them down. Really, just with a dry rag. But every once in a while, I grab one, and the head's like all weird, and I'm like, oh damn, the head's loose, So then I would just go buy two-part epoxy, just kind of line it up, but that was a big thing, and I just, I don't know what glue they use, but over time, I mean, again, these things are, 25, 30 years old now, so. It's,
I have noticed I have one generic A's with the logo on the back has been chipped off, so
that was pretty common.
Yeah, that bugs me.
And you can't hit them with water. If you hit them with water, man, that'll really attack those decals and the logos.
Man.
Wait, Sniper just sorry, Mark. Sniper just said something right now. The jingle sound on the S.A.Ms is epic. That scares me.
Yeah, I agree.
That scares the hell out of me, man.
Scratching.
I'm like it's. I feel like it's gonna break.
Well, when you were just handling it and I could hear it, I was like getting anxiety that you were gonna.
You should walk into my room here, man. When I I've got hardwood floors and if it thunders loud enough, man, it's like it sounds like they're all breaking. I mean, it's
crazy.
I don't flinch anymore, but in the beginning, it's like, oh god, what's about to break? I mean, I can't imagine coming in here and a shelf being collapsed. Like that would probably make me sell everything. I'm done. I'm not gonna try to replace it.
I'm over it. Yeah. So one thing that I do now, I don't know. Well, obviously, from what I've seen in your photos, that you don't do this. One thing that I've been doing with the new Foco stuff that comes in, all the retail stuff, I leave the brace on the neck brace that they have.
Oh, do you?
Because I'm afraid that because I have kids, I have little ones. If they bump into the display cases and if something happens, one tips over. I don't know, man. I'm like super scared. I've already had a bunch of bobbleheads break, not only from shipping. My kids broke them a couple times, and it just sometimes I'm used to it. Sometimes I don't know. It just depends on the mood. So I'm actually gonna put this one back in the box after we're done with the show.
Yeah, and wrap it up nice.
The braces, the little
get the neck tucked
tissue.
in there, man.
Oh yeah.
It looks like some guys want to see the collection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you mind doing a little walk
No.
tour?
I mean, like again, it's let me open some of the doors here. I mean, it's kind of
Just be
the
careful.
light's not the greatest. Yeah, we're good at this point. Like we'll do one case at a time, and we'll do a little. Let me know if you can.
Oh wow.
Sideways.
Oh no, go the other way. The other way.
Don't go
the other
This
way.
way's better.
Yeah.
I don't know how much
you'll just have to go back and forth a little bit, but
I've never seen one of the football ones. The football one's pretty rare.
No, it depends on the football one,
Okay,
right? And there are some like random misprints. Like there's a Jordan. So if you can see, which Jordan is that?
Is that a
There's
Jordan White Sox one?
Yeah. So there's one where he's got white socks and black socks. Yeah, you see that? How there's a different one there?
That's cool.
So that's one of the ones that a lot of people don't know about. So footballs, depending on the football one,
Ronnie Lott,
LT pretty rare.
Ronnie Lott's clean.
I like that green base,
especially those colors.
The lighting's not the greatest, guys.
No, you're good. Great.
These are some of the teams.
I like that Saints one.
Yeah, some of the teams are pretty rad.
Look at that. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
You get Starbucks pretty rare.
Now, are those helmets? Are they removable? Like the Reggie glasses removable?
No, they're locked.
They're on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Reggie the only one with the loose glasses like that?
Yeah. No, Dale Earnhardt has
cool.
glasses too. So you got the Sayers and Piccolo set. That's a pretty rare set. Art Monk's a tough one to get at times. I got a prototype of that one, which is pretty.
Is that Cowboys?
That's awesome. Barry Sanders.
Yeah,
that's badass.
You got any A's prototypes?
Oh, there's a lot of Montanas.
No, there's a lot of Montanas. Yeah, there was 2, and then the special edition one.
Old Blue-Eyed Joe.
I don't have any A's prototypes that I can think of. So that's the football for the most part.
That's clean.
Was that a Raiders Jerry Rice also?
I
saw Niners down there.
There's a
white jersey.
White jersey. Yeah, that's a clean. The white jersey is nice though.
Yeah,
the white jersey is pretty nice. Let's go to the.
Dude, this is awesome.
This is like heaven right now, bro.
Yeah.
This is fucking awesome.
We're all geeky, man. I'm geeking out.
I'm geeking out. I'm hella close to the screen. It's all
right.
The live videos is all me, my mouth open.
So you got the 4 big red machines there, right? The rose that I have does not have rose on the back. Some of them have his name on the back, and some don't.
Wow.
Oh, there's the
hat.
Yeah. Look at that. Damn. Look at that.
That's one of my favorite, man.
Oh yeah.
You got
that's
a
beautiful.
pile of different Nolan Ryans.
Damn, look at all.
I think there's 5 of those. Plus, there's a gold base.
Oh, they even did the Mets.
Ooh.
Stick.
Yeah, and then you got. So you can see Steve Carlton. He's one of the oldest ones. See how small he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got there's a blue George Brett. It's in another case. I'll show you here in a minute. Then there's a pile of Ripkins.
Wow.
And that's another Ripken in the back, a gray jersey.
This is
yeah. There's a gray jersey, the black, and then the white, and then there's also the autograph ones.
This is
unreal, dude.
Tony Gwynn's pretty rare, the pinstripe version. Sorry, let me back up. Maybe that'll be a little better with the lighting.
This is great.
No, this is perfect. Hey, there's a Griffey I have.
Yeah.
And that Teal Griffey looks hella cool. Hey, Milwaukee Raleigh.
Yeah, there's that other Raleigh.
Rollins is cool with the mustache, man. I like Rollins.
Yeah. So clean, man.
Some
of them are so nice.
They really are, man. The detail. The Satchel Paige is pretty cool. He's one of the original ones.
Wow, those are.
And then the really cheap McGuire ones. That
the $10 McGuires.
They literally are free. You have to pay shipping sometimes.
They really are, man. These will be hard, but these are mostly the Yankees. There's the Lou Gehrig with the square base,
man.
And then
I feel like I'm back in the '90s, man.
Bro, this is so clean, dude.
Fucking awesome.
So let's do the.
I knew I had to hunt you down to get this stuff, dude. But I haven't seen so many of this stuff ever.
Man, you're good, dude. You're good. No, it's all good, man. It's like. No one's ever really taken any interest in it, so they just sit up here. So here's their.
I just saw the mascots.
Wow.
Damn, look at those, dude.
Palmer, and I try to collect one of each. Like if there's a gold base autograph and a non-autograph, I try to get both of them. So I don't have the Griffey one, right? That's one of the ones I'm missing. I don't know that I'll ever see it next to the guy that shipped it wrong. There's I got the Palmer non-autograph and autograph.
Man,
There's another little one like the Tom Seaver there. He's a little.
this is unreal,
And
dude.
there's the Schmidt in the back that I've never seen. I've never seen another Schmidt like that.
That's tight.
And then you got
I
the
love
mascots.
the mascots.
Mascots are red.
Yeah.
So I got random teams in the middle because you don't see them. So I just needed a place to put them when I close the doors.
I love
Yeah.
that Tiger one.
Green
So
Cub
cool.
is
The Tiger
awesome
one's cool,
too.
man.
I love it.
So you got some hockey. There's you got a Sky of all things.
Oh wow, American
fan.
Gladiators, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is that the only
Yeah.
American Gladiator?
That's the only one they ever did. Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't
Maryland.
know about that.
Monroe.
Damn.
And then we got down here to the entertainment ones. You've got the
Three Stooges.
Stooges, the tuxedo set and the regular set.
Yeah.
And over here you got
I've seen that
I don't
James
have-
Dean.
yeah, I don't have the regular Marx Brothers set. I've got the misprint, so they don't have any names on them. So
Wow.
I got that. I figured it was cooler because it was a little bit more rare.
Oh yeah.
There's some more of your teams. I don't have it out of the, there's a few I don't have out of the box because I ran
I
out of the room.
had a question for you. So they do different
Yeah.
skin tones, right? On the player one.
Yes.
And do they do different skin tones for same team? So let's say, you got like dark skin for that Astro. Is there light skin Astro too?
No.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I don't know how they balance that.
I just was
Kinda
curious.
random.
I've seen that before. I just didn't know if they did, the variations like that. Oh, and there's
Yeah, I
that
don't know
American
why.
League. American League. Are those hard? Like that American League?
No, they're not too bad. They're a little rare. They didn't make as many. I have a prototype of the National. So when the National's a misprint, so you can see the Americans, he's wearing pinstripes,
Yeah.
and the National's a solid.
Yeah.
Prototype, the National's actually a pinstripe.
Wow.
It's weird.
That's really crazy. I gotta try to
There's your
find.
Lady Dies.
Wow.
And the
Those are
300-pound.
Those aren't on the
Oh,
top
Santa.
shelf.
Yeah, those things are taking the whole shelf. There's the only thing holding the shelf up. Then you got the
Lone
Tonto and
Ranger,
the
bro.
Lone Ranger. The
Damn,
Lone Ranger is
Bozo.
one that's most often came broken because of his giant hat.
Oh, okay.
And then you got Felix the Cat and Bozo.
Wow.
This is
So then
crazy,
we'll go to
dude.
we'll go to the last.
We're not even done yet. Oh my God.
There's a few that I don't have out, but this is the last case here. We've got.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on,
This is
got
like the
crap everywhere.
prototypes and stuff, right?
This is my. I used to have it lit up, but I moved it, and I got to figure out how to unlock it without making everything fall.
Oh, there's the Dodger stuff. Oh.
So there's the rare Puckett. There's one of my favorites in the background.
George
The
Brett.
powder blue George Brett.
I like that.
There's a prototype.
Oh, that Jackie's beautiful.
There's Jackie. There's the Mike. Or there's the other Ripken autograph. So I'm missing the black. There's a black jersey. I've only seen it once.
Wow.
Was that Nomo in the back?
What's that? That's
Was that Nomo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
he's cool.
chasing that Dodger stuff, man.
The Nomo one's pretty rare.
Okay.
You got Gretzky. He's obviously a rare one.
Oh yeah, that's the
Frank
one.
Robinson.
I like that all
Deerdorf
orange
is
uni
a
on the
super rare
Frank.
football.
The Deerdorf is?
Oh yeah, for football he's super rare.
Is
And
it-
there's the black Lemieux.
Oh yeah.
What do we got behind there? And then Clemente is fairly rare. You don't see a lot of him.
Right, Sniper?
And then
Yeah.
and then here you go. There's the McGuire prototype.
Okay, I was
They did
wondering.
these-
I
Well,
saw you had
Duke.
that in there, so I was curious what that was.
Yeah, so they did a set of I think it's 8 total of the Home Run Club.
Okay.
So there's a regular one, of course, and then I scored the prototype, the Aparicio. So that's not a lot of those out there.
Okay.
There's a Stargell Proto. There's the Jeter Proto.
And
Yes.
are they like written on? Is that how you can tell?
Yeah. So there's
Damn.
the handwriting on them
Yeah.
Wow.
versus the standard.
Damn. The water.
Wow.
And then
Dude.
the Frank Thomas, which is again that's the one with the shoes, right? I can't. I don't know if you'll see it, but there's a
Yeah, I
Nike
get
logo
you.
on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, dude,
Yeah.
that's clean.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's
Yeah.
it for what I have out. There's a few that I don't prototypes that I haven't put out yet, just because I'm out of room for sure.
No, dude, that's amazing, dude.
Holy hell. I feel like I should pay you
Unbelievable.
for a ticket admission to your museum.
Dude,
Of
that's,
Sam's.
I'm just
I
I'm stoked
love
that you
these
guys
kind
are
of
interested
stuff
in it.
collections, dude. This is crazy. So there's a couple other collectors like yours, collections similar.
There's a guy that I know that's in one of the. I mean, like I said in the Facebook group I was in that I stumbled on years ago, and that's how I snagged a bunch of the ones that I was missing. I know he had at one point. He was missing 2. I don't know that he's still collecting, if he still has them. And then there was one other guy that was damn near close, or maybe he completed it all, but he sold almost all of his off. He was looking to buy a house, and
I've never seen that, man. Like what you have right there is unbelievable to me.
Man, I appreciate it. No, I mean it's been.
I held my breath the entire time. Not gonna lie, man. I just like.
I know.
It's incredible, man.
Dude, I kind of cringe thinking about how much I may have spent over the years. I don't even. Yeah. I just, I don't even know anymore.
Don't worry about it.
Sight unseen,
You're past
sight out of mind.
Don't worry about it.
For sure. For sure.
Dude, that's unreal. That's amazing to me, dude. That blows my mind. Like, just that alone, you could have just did that, and we would have been like, whatever. But dude, unbelievable, man. Is there any other questions anybody's got from the crowd or anything like that? Because, dude, that little walkthrough right there, like, blew my mind. I don't know much about the hockey ones even, so that's amazing, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always here if you guys. I mean, you got my, I'm obviously on the gram here. If you guys run into questions, I mean, I have a lot of guys that still send me messages like, "Hey, is this a good deal?" or "What do you think of that?" Okay. I mean, if you guys ever, you ever want some wisdom or any of the followers, or you stumble on anything, or even if you stumble on on something that you think I might be interested in, I mean, shoot me a message. I mean, I'm always, like I said, I'm always looking for. At this point, it's just looking for prototypes or random stuff, misprints or something.
Yeah. You know what I love is that when I went to your page, it was just Mark, Rob, and I that were following you. Yeah. I looked today. I said we had like so many friends in common now. So I'm like, let's go. I love that. I love that everybody just started.
You guys I got like 25 more followers. I was afraid I was gonna, obviously if you go on my page there, you can see that my other hobby is collecting guns. So
yes,
I was afraid
which is beautiful.
I lost in that for a minute, dude. Neal, you go way down, and you got the reef tanks. Do you still have the reef tanks?
I don't, man. I had the reef tank for like 10, 12 years, and the life of being a sales rep and driving a lot. Like when I got, my wife was like, when we got married, she's like, dude, this is, when you leave, the power goes out. I got to go through all this crap. Like, it was just, I wasn't spending the time. I was actually contemplating about a couple months ago. I said, I want to do just a small like nano tank, but I'm not home enough. Like maybe I am, and I'm not. Like the times that I'm not home, I mean, with tanks like that, right?
Right.
You don't mess with it for a week, and it's gone.
You've got some badass hobbies, that's for sure.
Dude, I know.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
dude, unbelievable. Yeah.
You remind me of one of my good friends. He goes by the name of Peasy. He's also a Twitch streamer, and his gun collection is almost like it's insane.
Yeah,
like compared to what
Bobbles, and then it kind of sprinkled in with Star Wars stuff, Legos, and then it's guns. Like
it's amazing.
Hey, it's a good way to keep it. It's a good way to keep all those SAMs protected.
I gotta protect the SAMs, man. That's it. You're right. I gotta keep them safe. So it's.
And we got a New York guy asking, are there any Knicks or Islander pieces made?
No Knicks. There is what was the Islander? I thought there was an Islander. Let me look. No, there was no Islander. It was just the Rangers. Damn. So he's on the wrong side of the city there.
Damn.
You had three Messiers, if you include the gold base, and then you had Leach, Brian Leach. He was the only. Yeah, they only did a few, and then Knicks. No, the basketball was. It's interesting with basketball. They kept it simple. You got the Rodmans, the Jordans, and then there's two David Robinsons and two Larry Birds, and then they did just a Globetrotters.
That's kind
of almost wonder like if they were. You don't know what was coming, right? Like I said, my guy here, the guy that I know down the road, like he's got that Grant Hill prototype.
Yeah.
So clearly they were looking to get into more, and whether it was the fire or they were, who knows what the heck was going on for sure.
So another question that has been going on. So the name S.A.M. How did that name come about?
I don't know. I think it might even be on a. Why do I think it's on a box? Let me see. Do I have a box laying around here? Let me see. I do have a.
It says sports, accessories, and memorabilia.
There you go. That's it. Yep. There you go.
I just read it right now. There you go.
The hockey ones are. The hockey ones, I think, were all under the M Phillips Limited. Yeah, so it's weird. Like certain sports were under different ones.
Ah.
Yeah. And I don't know what the SAMAC one, so it must be.
It's an acronym.
Yeah.
It
There
must
you
be
go.
something related to that plus and whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, dude, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I know you're, it's late for you and everything else. And I so much appreciate, like, I had no idea what to expect or anything like that. I just wanted to get in those cabinets, bro. So that's the biggest thing
Man, no worries, dude. Like, super stoked that you guys like invited me on. I mean, it's like it's funny. The first time my wife, we were dating, long distance dating, and she came to visit. She walked in and she's like, "What in the hell is going on in here?" It's like I get like these little armies. She's like, "I'm gonna have this dream, like these things are gonna be attacking me." It's like, my buddies don't get it. I don't have any kids. They're so like it's the opportunity to talk about it's honestly pretty cool, man. I'm stoked to be able to share some wisdom. And when I look in the background, and I thumb through some of your pages, you guys, and some of the stuff you have. I mean, it's insane. It's insane, man.
So like my collection is kind of relatively small compared to, but like you focus just on S.A.M. So I focus just on A's, and so when you do that, it is an appreciation that comes, and it's so intense. A little, I mean, your shit's intense, dude. Like it's like unreal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just love that aspect. I mean, I love all of them too at the same time, but sometimes like just like little pockets like that are amazing to me. So
I had to focus, man. I started getting off left and a little right. Like they're not displayed anymore, but I've got maybe 30, 35 Red Wings, Stanley Cup ones and certain ones that I thought were cool, a handful of Pistons ones and some Rogue, whatever. And I just was like, I'm gonna go broke if I don't, number one, number two, I don't have the space for it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go broke if I don't focus on like completing one thing, and it just became the mission. Like 20 years later, when I got the last one, it was like, my wife's like, now what do you do? You gonna sell them? And I'm like, do I sell them? Like, what do I do? They're just hanging out.
Yeah. Hey, dude, it's unreal. It's a museum. I don't know. It's like your boy says you only drink soy lattes and stuff. So your boy Cart.
Is that true?
Just on the weekends, man. I tell you what, you should report that guy. He's on the list somewhere. He's not to be trusted, man. Yeah, he's got he's a weird guy. I'm gonna leave him alone. I feel bad for him.
That's
let me. I got one more question. Is there any value? Sure. Do they have any value even when the head's broken? You think on any of those?
Interestingly enough, I don't think so. But if you look here, so hold on,
Can you swap the heads on those?
You can, yeah.
Oh,
so
you said.
Right. Yeah, so there's a McGuire head.
Oh, I saw that.
And then there's a couple of dudes up here.
Oh wow, that's
hanging
creepy.
out, man. There's a Lemieux head. Yeah, it's kind of rad. So the trick is, and it's sometimes they just pop off, right? Like you just give it a little. You don't want to obviously hammer on it too much, but hot water. So I boil water.
Oh wow!
For instance, if I see one, like I've had a couple prototypes that I've seen in just the head. So I'll swap the head. I mean, the head's the same with all of them.
Yeah.
So it's just the base that's different. So you boil some water. I boil water in a microwave in a coffee cup, and then you pour it in you flip the bobble upside down, and you kind of pour it in the head, and you just kind of let it sit there. Sometimes it takes 2 cups, but usually at some point it'll just pop off. Yeah. And then you just got to, you get the epoxy out and mix a little up. And the hard part is centering the head, right? You get one shot at it. Otherwise,
right.
Yeah. It's like all crooked and, twisting around or whatever. So,
yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once they're broken, man, I don't know that outside of the nostalgia of just like, hey, I got one, keep it, you can fix it. They're hard to fix, though. I mean, the problem with the porcelain, right, is like when it breaks, there's like 300 little pieces.
Right.
You know what's funny is that one of our guys here, Dodger Ralphie, said he received a Jackie Robinson in like 1,000 pieces when it broke.
Yeah.
So.
It's the porcelain, right? When they break, I've had a couple come in like that. I mean, when they break, they break. I mean, there's just like it's everywhere. Like, and sometimes like I'll open the box and there'll be a little sliver in there, and I'm like, where the hell is it? Where's it come off of? You're looking around like, is there something? And you don't see it. You're like, okay, well maybe it just. Maybe it's inside the neck up and, you don't see it. I don't know,
Yeah, no, I agree.
For sure.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you get going. This was amazing. I I cannot thank you enough. I mean,
Yeah.
I shot you out of the blue
Seriously,
to
dude.
hit you up, and so I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on. But dude, unreal, unbelievable, man.
For sure, man. No, thank you guys for inviting me, man. I appreciate it. It's cool to spread some, you know, the knowledge on it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there constantly popping up on eBay. You know, like I said, if you guys are any of your followers, like, yeah, you want to shoot me a message on the gram there and just like, hey, if you got a question, or you know, if I can help somebody, you know, grow the collection outside of like peeling off one of mine, then, you know,
Right.
I'm happy to share the wealth of knowledge.
That's awesome.
Very
I'm sure
cool.
you're gonna get flooded with DMs for sure.
It's fine,
So
man. I don't have anything else
that's
to do.
beautiful.
Nobody likes me. It's fine, man.
You drink soda waters on the weekends, man. So yeah, it's all good.
That's it, right? Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Beautiful
Awesome, guys.
stuff. Beautiful stuff, man. So
Thank you, Neal. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Appreciate you.
It.
All right, so
All right,
we're
cool.
gonna have to
Take
hop
care,
off.
fellas.
I guess
Take care.
we're good. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. And so I guess we'll see y'all next week, huh?
See ya.